Okay. Hello, everyone. I'll call the meeting to order. We will start with the invocation.
Yes. Let us all stand.
Okay.
Place the flag. Have a moment of silence, please.
Okay. And we'll have the pledge of order by Member Lewis.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. We will now have the roll call.
I forgot to get that up. Can you read the statement?
Oh, okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I would like to read a public announcement. All interested parties are invited to be heard during the public comments portion of the meeting. Due to the current state of emergency regarding COVID-19, City Hall is closed to the public with limited access. However, the city requests the public to call or email comments and/or questions to 407-554-7118 or email at citizens@ocoee.org. City staff will be standing by to ensure that your questions or comments come before the Code Enforcement Board during the meeting. Okay. Okay. Now with that, I would have the roll call and determination of a quorum.
All right. Chair Lowry, absent excused. Vice Chair Odom,
Here.
Member Lewis,
Here.
Member Mirza,
Yeah.
Member Bandor, absent. Member Mann,
Here.
quorum is present.
Okay, thank you. We will now have the swearing of all officers and witnesses.
All right, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you and each of you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to present shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. The next order of business would be the consent agenda.
Good evening, Madam Chairman and board members. I'm Doug Gaines, Assistant Director of Support Services. We have 3 for dismissal or incompliance this evening, and that's 2020-01288, 2020-01380, and 2020-01451.
You mean adding to the existing dismissal on the agenda?
Correct.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion for the acceptance of the consent agenda?
Ms. Chairman, Ms. Chairwoman, I make a motion that we accept the minutes as read in the motion.
Okay. Second? Second?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have a motion for the acceptance of the consent agenda as presented by Member Mann and seconded. Oh, goodness,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? The motion carries. Okay. The minutes, okay. We would like, now we will talk about the minutes of the February 25th.
No, they're part of the consent agenda, so we're
Okay.
good.
Okay, that's a part of it. Oh, okay.
All of part 2, yes.
Okay. So we can go.
So then we'll
So
call the
part
first
three?
case.
Hmm.
So we'll
Part
call
three?
the first case. Mhm.
Okay.
on the second
With the,
page.
oh, okay, yeah.
See
I'm a
part 3
little-
hearings, there you go.
Please excuse. Okay, with that, we would call for our first case. And that would be case number 2020-01248. Okay, the Officer Diaz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Case number 2020-01248. Address of the property is 41 East Orlando Avenue in Ocoee. On February 4th, 2020, I received a complaint about the above-mentioned property. I inspected the property and I observed an open trailer on the property and multiple vehicles parked on the grass. On February 4th, 2020, a notice of code violation was mailed to Riza Adela Sanchez at 41 East Orlando Avenue, Ocoee, Florida 34761, as I identified by Orange County Property Appraisal for the violation of ordinance number 168-6 B1, that no owner of any private property shall consent or acquiesce to the parking or storing of any motor vehicle, whether occupied or unoccupied, on any portion of the owner's property, which has not been surfaced or otherwise improved in accordance with all of the off-street parking lot requirements. Also for 168-6C, which speaks about the parking of commercial vehicles and trailers, hauling trailers, recreational vehicles, boats, and camping vehicles on private-owned streets and public road right-of-ways. These must be parked behind the front building setback and screened from view from a 6-foot opaque fence and gate. They were given until February 11th, 2020. On February 12th, 2020, I re-inspected the property, finding it in non-compliance with the city. February 17, 2020, the property and City Hall was posted with a notice of hearing to the board meeting. March 24th, 2020, April 28, 2020, and May 26, 2020, meetings were continued due to the coronavirus. On June 8th, 2020, the property and City Hall was posted with a notice of continuance to this board meeting. And as of today, the property is not in compliance with the city. The city is requesting 7 days to come into compliance, or $75 a day per violation per day. This has been ongoing, and this is just continual on this property. So, I mean, this was in February, we are in June, and I still have the same issues out there.
So there has been no contact?
No contact whatsoever, nothing.
So, the date you are asking, suggesting is 7 days from 6/23.
That is correct, sir,
Okay,
yes.
and the fine, if it will start at what date? At the end of 7 days, correct? Not in the-
Correct, the day after the 7th day,
So, from 6:30.
yes. And that's the 7th day.
Okay, is there any discussion?
Sir Callum?
If there's no further,
And so we don't have any idea of when they never gotten back in contact with anyone at all?
I've stopped here many times. I've spoken to the wife, I've spoken to the husband, but for them calling me and saying, hey, you know, I've removed it, it's just, it's the same thing. It's like, hey, all you need to do is put the trailer behind the fence, all you gotta do is, you know, you can pave it, you can put mulch on it, you give them suggestions as to what they can do to be able to park the vehicles where they're not on the lawn in the front of the property, but nothing has been done.
Okay. Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
okay.
that in case number 2020-01248, the respondent be found in violation for code as of cited as of February 11, 2020, and be given until June 30th, 2020 to come into compliance or to be fined $75 per day per fine until found in compliance.
I second the motion.
Okay. Okay, I have a motion by member Moisra and second by member Mann, that the claimant be found in violation and be given until June 30th to come into compliance or be fined $75 per day per violation. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Oppose? Motion carries. Okay. Next order of business will be, next we'll hear case number 2020-01369 from Officer Loafer.
Hello. 2008 Lauren Beth. On March 23rd, 2020, this officer, in response to citizen-generated complaints, did observe.
Ed,
Oh.
502 Rush.
Starting over.
Okay,
502 Worst Road.
okay, yes.
On March 10th, 2020, also in response to multiple citizen-generated complaints regarding a corner lot with old ragged sheets, tarps, and other old materials draped onto fence sections, old appliances in the front yard. This officer did observe the sheets and tarps on an older fence and the appliances. Also, a garbage and waste can stored in a prohibited location in front of the property. And Exhibit A shows appliances and the bed sheets and the tarps on the fencing of the corner lot. Also, it's hard to tell, but right there is their trash can, city-issued waste buggy in the front yard. On the same date, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent out certified service to the owner, Michael Lee Swift Estate, as identified by official records, for violation of ordinances 108-24D, sanitation requirements regarding the old sheets, tarps, and appliances in the yard, and 143-7A, regarding placement of garbage and recycling cans. The property owner was given until March 25th, 2020 to correct the violations as cited. On March 26th, the property was re-inspected and found non-compliant. On June 11th, as the property still remained non-compliant, a notice to this hearing was posted at the location and in the City Hall lobby with public access and sent out certified service by the clerk. As of this date, the property remains non-compliant with the codes as cited. The city is recommending a 15-day compliance time and a $50 per day fine amount for every day non-compliance with any orders issued. And that's 108-24D and 143-7A.
Per violation.
That's $50 a day per violation.
Per okay, thank you. I
Uh,
do,
Yes, Mr.
I do have a question. I was just wondering, I mean, of course, we're in unprecedented times with this pandemic. Can an argument be made because of the pandemic that, you know, they weren't able to correct things?
I think in certain circumstances, yeah, but I think tarps and stuff on the fence and the refrigerator and the garbage cart really, they've had more than enough time. And being familiar with the area, they're there every day, so.
Okay. So you officers, you are still going out
Oh, yeah.
through the pandemic?
Yes, ma'am.
Essential workers, huh? Gotta love 'em.
I have my windows up. But,
Okay, good.
People are still complaining.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Ms.
Were you able to talk to somebody there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're, well, not related to this case, but we've had prior action at that location, which they did correct.
Okay, okay, all righty. Okay, is there any more discussion?
All right.
Okay, what's the pleasure of the board?
Mr. Chairwoman, and I'd like to make a motion that we move that in case 01369, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of March 25th, 2020, and be given until June 30th, 2020 to come into compliance, will be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
Okay.
So what you said about the date?
$50.
How many days?
June 30th.
But that is not 15 days.
Excuse me?
Today is 26.
That's 7 days.
7
Today
days.
is 23rd.
Okay, he was requesting 15.
I'm sorry?
He was
Okay.
requesting 15.
The staff is requesting that they are given until 15 days. Today is
Okay.
23rd. And if you add that, I think that takes us into July 7th.
I said June.
You said June 30th.
Okay, so we want to go,
Are you changing it to July 7th, 2020?
no.
You're keeping it at June 30th, 2020?
I mean, at this point, they're not going to come into compliance as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Is there a second?
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by member Mann and second by member Lewis in case number 2020 dash 01389. That the
369.
369, I'm sorry, that the claimants be given until June 30th, 2020, to correct the violations, and if not in compliance, be fined $50 per day per violation. Okay? If there's any discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Those who pass? Okay. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. Next case number 2020-01399, to be presented by Officer Lofer.
And that's 2008 Lauren Beth, correct? Okay. On March 23rd, 2020, March 23rd, this officer, in response to citizen-generated complaints, did observe junk, trash, and debris located in the front yard and the middle of the driveway areas and tall weeds and grass at 2008 Lauren Beth Lane. The debris included old car tires. On the same date, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent out certified service to Derek Scott Lang, the same address, for violation of ordinances 10824D regarding the junk, debris, tires, and 115-3B regarding the tall weeds and grass. On on April 28th, the location was checked and found non-compliant. It remained in non-compliance. On June 11th, 2020, a hearing notice to this meeting was posted at the location in the City Hall lobby with public access and certified service by the clerk. On Friday, June 12th, while nearby on an unrelated call, I was approached by an occupant who conveyed that all the stuff will be removed. As of this date, the existing debris was joined by additional debris, including scrap metal and 2 upright freezers, rendering the property non-compliant with the codes as cited. And that bottom corner picture is today. The cities and the other stuff in the picture is still there. It's blocked from view by the 2 upright freezers. The city's recommending a compliance time frame of 15 days and a fine amount of $50 per day per violation for every day not in compliance with issued orders.
Officer Luffner, are you saying that after you spoke to them concerning the property, they still went and put more
Yes.
debris?
Yes, sir.
And what was the date that you spoke with them?
June 12th, Friday.
Madam Chair,
I do have one more question.
Yes, sir.
How, being that you officers are out during that time, how difficult do you find it in terms of people being able to get in contact with those places that would remove those type of items, like tires or them, coming to pick it up? I mean, was that still in service as well?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that activity,
Okay.
and a lot of dumpster companies too.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay. Yes.
I move that in case number 2020-01399, the respondent be found in violation for code as of cited on April 7, 2020, and be given until July 7th to come into compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation until found in compliance.
July 7th, 2020?
Sorry?
July 7th,
July
2020?
15 days, yeah.
Okay. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Okay. We have a motion put forth by Member Miser in case number 2020-01399 and seconded by Member Lewis that the claimant have 15 days until July 7th, 2020 to come in compliance or be fined $50 per day per violation. If there's any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. The next case number 2020-01457, presented by Officer Lofer.
What's next?
126 Parker Cove Court. On April 14th, 2020, this officer, in response to several citizen complaints, did observe a vehicle in the rear side yard visible from the street with visible evidence meeting the criteria of an ordinance violation, including tall weeds and grass around and under the vehicle. On the same date, April 14th, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent out certified service to the property owner, M Facility Incorporated, 1462 East Michigan Street in Orlando, for violation of 165-3 regarding an inoperable abandoned vehicle on the side backyard. The property owner was given until April 29th, 2020 to remove the vehicle from the property or relocate it with an enclosed garage, or repair and make it operable, including the attached display of a valid license tag, and relocate it to surfaced parking. Property was re-inspected on April 30th and observed non-compliant. And of course, it was re-inspected in May too. On June 11th, it still remained non-compliant. A hearing notice was sent and posted at the location and at the City Hall lobby with public access, and sent out certified service by the clerk. As of this date, the property remains non-compliant with the codes as cited. The city is recommending a compliance timeframe of 15 days and a fine daily amount of $50 per day for every day non-compliance with any orders issued. I have not had any contact with the occupants, but not from lack of trying.
This,
It-
oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I noticed that the respondent, I guess the owner, Facility Inc., do you try and go beyond that and look for the officers of corporations?
In this rental property case, we did not do that. We just did the certified mail
I see.
and the posting for the tenant to call them.
And they would send it to the registered agent.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a business?
It must be a rental property, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So,
There are cases where people do buy houses with their own company.
so this name or this respondent and facility incorporated is attached to the
Ownership.
to the tag or the property?
The property.
Property.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
it appears that they came in partial compliance with the lawn.
Yeah, that's an older picture. It looks
Okay.
really bad now.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion.
Oh. Ms. Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay, yes.
I move that in case number 2020-01457, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of April 29th, 2020, and be given until July 7th, 2020, to come into compliance or be fined $50 a day per violation to find in compliance.
Thank you. Can I get a second? Okay. We have a motion in case number 2020-01457, presented by Member Mann and seconded by Member Lewis. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Okay. The next case, 2020-01483, presented by Officer Segrest.
Bob Segrist, Code Enforcement Officer, City of Ocoee. Reference City of Ocoee case number 2020-01483. The location of the violation is 2661 Plumberry Avenue, Ocoee, Florida. It's an occupied property and it's a citizen complaint. On April 17th, I observed one dead tree and tree debris, including branches, limbs, etc., in the backyard. And I'll submit exhibits A through C. On April 20th, 2020, a notice of code violation was issued and mailed to the property owner as identified by Orange County tax records as St. Jean Fresnel Estate. The notice was for violation of code number 115-3A subs 1 through 3 and allowed the property owner until May 1st, 2020 to correct the violation and comply with the code. Code 1153 states, declaration of nuisance and menace, junk and debris. No person shall allow to remain or allow to be dumped, placed, accumulated, or otherwise located on lands or premises owned, rented, leased, or controlled by such person within the city, any nuisance and menace to public health, safety, and welfare. On May 4th, I re-inspected the property and observed non-compliance. And on June 11th, a statement of violations, notice of hearing, and proof of service were sent certified and regular mail to the property owner by the board clerk. On June 12th, 2020, the property was posted, and a second posting was placed inside the lobby at City Hall with 24-hour public access. As of today's date, June 23rd, the property was re-inspected and was observed to be in compliance.
In compliance, sir?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so with that,
Last
I'll entertain a motion.
That's the second one on the back.
Yes. Mr. Chairman, I move that in case number 2020-01, I'm sorry, yeah, 01483, the respondent be found in compliance for
No.
codes that are cited as of 2020, and no fine be assessed at this
No,
time.
in violation, because they
Oh,
were
no.
in violation as of the May date, but in compliance
Oh, yes.
now.
Thank you.
Just read it
The
as.
second one, right?
Okay, yep.
Okay. Yes, Ms. Chairwoman, I stand corrected, and I
Anybody
move
speak for the
that in
phone?
case number 2020-01483, the respondent be found in violation for codes as cited as of May 1st, 2020, and be found in compliance as of
June 12th.
06/23/20, and no fines be assessed at this time.
Okay. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion submitted by Member Mann and seconded by Member Mirza in case number 2020-01483, finding that the respondent was found in violation for code as of May 1st, 2020, but was found in compliance as of June 12th. I would make a,
Second.
okay.
No, no, no,
All
just say all
those-
in favor,
Okay.
Mhm. We're gonna vote, right?
just vote.
Yes, okay, then. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Wish all of them were like that.
it doesn't matter. That's the data compliance.
Okay, our next case, case number 2020-01495, presented by Officer Loeffler.
On April 21st, 2020, in response to neighborhood-generated complaints, this officer did observe construction without permits of a shed, a 6-foot fence on a corner lot within the sidewalk area easement, and a paver driveway extension. On the same date, a violation notice was posted at the location, and on April 28th, sent out certified service to the property owner, Sinceros Hernando Torres, at 478 Meadow Sweet Court, our city, for violation of ordinance 51-13 regarding the requirement of building permits. The property owner was informed to stop work by the notice and given until May 14th, 2020 to permit the shed accessory structure, the 6-foot fence, and the paver driveway extension, and to obtain a reviewed approved, issued, paid for, in possession, and posted permit from the building department, or to remove all the construction performed and return the property to original condition. On May 15th, 2020, the location was re-inspected and found non-compliant with the codes as cited. On June 11th, 2020, a hearing notice was posted at the location in the City Hall lobby with public access and sent out certified service by the clerk. As of this date, the property remains non-compliant with the codes as cited. The work is finished on the driveway and the fence. The shed appears unfinished. They did not go to the building department and obtain any permits or apply. The city is requesting a compliance timeframe of 15 days and a fine amount of $50 per day for every day not in compliance with issued orders. And I'd like to add that the building department remained on duty and very active during the entire pandemic, so.
So there was, also lost, there was no holdup concerning permits during that time?
No.
Okay, okay.
Were they notified at the time when you placed the notice on it that they could still attend? Because see, I know a couple times I have called here and you get this recording,
Right.
speaking about either you're not open or limited access.
I don't have an answer to that question, but hopefully in the next 15 days they will.
Yeah, the building department's been available online with phone calls the entire time.
Okay.
How much is the permit cost?
$25, $30.
Yeah, it depends on the cost of the construction.
Yeah, yeah.
People usually lowball the construction, so this might be $50, $100.
Yeah, probably under.
I also, as Ms. Chairwoman said, had some work done on my home, and they had a holdup on the permit. And I don't know why, because the company went through city. I could have come and got it myself, but they
Right.
went through the city. And they didn't seem to have it in an appropriate time, so I was concerned about that too.
Right. Well, if there was a holdup on their permit, we
Mhm.
wouldn't be here, but there was no permit, so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay, well, what is the pleasure of the board? I would entertain a motion.
Yes, Mr. Chairwoman, I'd like to move that in case number 2020-01495, the respondent be found in violation for code as cited as of May 14, 2020, and be given until July 7th, 2020, to come into compliance or be fined $50 a day per day for violation.
Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Okay, we have a motion before the board in case number 2020-01495, presented by Member Mann and seconded by Member Lewis. Okay, is there any discussion?
Sorry?
Any discussion?
Second,
No, we don't have that. Okay. In that case, we will vote. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nay. Motion carries.
Thank you.
The next case to come before the board is case number 2020-01569, presented by Officer Loeffler.
Hello. This address is 619 North Lakewood Avenue. On May 18th, 2020, in response to citizen-generated complaints, this officer did observe the property littered with trash and debris. Waste cans were overflowing and left in the middle of the front yard. An inoperable, untagged vehicle, and missing address building numbers. On the same date, a violation notice was posted at the location and sent out certified service to the property owner, Brenda Acho Sevilla, 606 North Lakewood Avenue, same city, for violation of ordinances 54-3A1, and that's regarding no address numbers. 143-27A, and that's regarding the placement and location of the garbage cans. 165-3A regarding the junk vehicle, and 115-3A3 regarding the trash and litter on the property. And the exhibit is pretty self-explanatory. As you're going down Lakewood and you look over your right shoulder, that is the trash can in the middle of the front yard. There's a lot of debris along the fence line. There's a different day of the trash cans and stuff around it. As of today, it's been joined by a shopping cart. That is, it was pouring down rain this day, but that is the car that has no tags, not operable. On June 4th, the property is re-inspected and found non-compliant. They were given until June 3rd to correct the violations. And that was June 4th, it was observed non-compliant. On June 11th, a hearing notice to this meeting was posted at the location in the City Hall lobby with public, 24-hour public access, and sent out certified service by the clerk. As of this date, the property remains non-compliant. The city is recommending a compliance timeframe of 15 days and a fine amount of $25 per day per violation for every day not in order and not in compliance with any orders. I have not had contact with the occupants, but I did see someone remove the notice of hearing.
So that was when you came back June
11th.
11th? Okay. Mhm. Okay. Are there any comments, discussion? Okay. What's the pleasure?
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion.
Talking to,
Oh, I'd like to make a motion.
okay.
I move that case number 2020-01569, the respondent be found in violation for code as of cited of June 3rd, 2020, and be given until July 7th to come into compliance or be fined $25 per day per violation until found in compliance.
July 7th, 2020?
25, yeah.
2020,
Okay, you say $35?
25.
but 2020.
Okay, 25, okay. Okay. We have a motion before the board made by Member Miser and seconded by Member Lewis in case number 2020-01569. That the respondent be given 15 days to come into compliance or be charged $25 per day per violation if not in compliance. Okay. I will, all those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
The next case to come before the board is case number 2019-01168, presented again by Officer Loeffler.
What's that address? 1104 Pinewood. 1104 Pinewood remains non-compliant. City's requesting order imposing fine and lien.
Okay, so, look at this. Okay, non-compliance.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a
Okay, we have a motion before the board in case number 2019-0116A, made by member Lewis and seconded by member Marza, that the respondents be, that we impose fines as of March 12, 2020, as previously set by the board. I will, for a vote, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Motion carries. Okay. Okay. The next case is case number 2020-01200. Again, Officer Loeffler.
I'm happy to report that that is in full compliance and within the board's time frame.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. All right, we don't need to, okay. Well, that ends our cases. Okay. And with that, we would have comments from the board. Let's start with Justin.
No comments?
Well, I just want to say is all of you guys look so good. I miss you.
Just like to thank the staff for being here and doing what you guys are doing, and it's commendable. With everybody, so families are concerned, and we all, as a staff and as this board, we all come here to do this thing. So thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to also piggyback off what Mr. Mercer said, that you all doing an outstanding job.
Thank
I mean, in this time, we had a really rough time, and the city of Ocoee has stood up to the challenge, and I really have a lot of pride in this city. I think that what you have done is commendable, and the board, also everyone, has done an outstanding job. And please, I see Ocoee looking better every day. I mean, this just little, the mobile gas station went out of business on Club, but beside that, I mean, it seems like Ocoee is really coming alive. And you guys helped that to happen, because some of these violations don't have to be. And I just thank God for everyone. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Mary?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Okay. Doug?
I'm just happy that everybody's here and safe and sound. I want to thank all the citizens for coming into compliance, because this list could have been a lot worse. We had three missed meetings, so to only have the Officer Loeffler show tonight was pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm. Officer Lawford?
I'll piggyback on Doug. Thank you to the citizens. I'll bet you, if it would have been just a 1 month thing, we would have had 300. But they had 3 months to comply, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I must admit, I was dreading it. I thought I was gonna come back and see a stack this high.
So did I.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here long.
Yeah. What about your officer seekers?
It's good to be back. Everybody stay safe.
Okay, okay. Well, if there is no more business to come before the board, it is meeting adjourned. All righty.
You could adjust it, looks like.
If I make it looser, then I can't get it
What?
straight off. Well, I can adjust that.
And I was for the first time
Honestly,
welcoming.
adjusting one on my nose.
So, how's your
Anyway, it was killing me, so I was getting like, oh my God, stop.
Old habits are hard to break.
I know, right?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from